Miss Doris Faye Chappell, age 83 of Sylacauga, died January 31st. And she was an organist over at First Church of God in Sylacauga for, I think, over 30 years. And that visitation will be today, 11 to 1 at Curtis & Son North, with a funeral and graveside service to follow. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mr. Albert Tenney Jr. died in Pinson, Alabama, overnight. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing. Mrs. Sarah Mae Fry, age 78 of Childersburg, passed away at her residence on Tuesday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, announcing. And Mr. Charles Gill, age 62 of Sylacauga, died February 2nd at Grandview Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home will announce the funeral arrangements later today for Mr. Charles Gill, age 62 of Sylacauga. Funeral service for Magaline Moon Brazier will be today at 1 o'clock from Community Funeral Home Chapel in Sylacauga, with burial at First Baptist Church Cemetery in Wilsonville. Community Funeral Home directing. Mr. Walter Lewis Branham Sr., age 78 of Vincent, died January 30th. And graveside service will be held Thursday at 11 a.m. from St. Clair Memorial Gardens, with Pastor Vint Arnold officiating. Ursery Funeral Home in Pell City directing. Funeral service for Linda Marshall is 12:30 Thursday at Pine Hill Cemetery in Talladega. Visitation is today at DeForest Chapel on the campus of Talladega College from 11 until 5. And also Quinzella Reeves, age 67 of Talladega, died January 29th at Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Celebration of life, remembering Miss Carrie Franks Swain Stockdale, age 94 of Talladega. That service will be Thursday at 11 a.m. from Mount Cleveland Baptist Church, with Dr. Jerry Jones officiating. Interment in the Knoxville Cemetery. Public viewing for Miss Stockdale is today from 1 until 6 at the funeral home. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. And a private family graveside service for Annette Yates, age 73, is today. And the Reverend Van Clack will officiate. Family will receive friends today, 1 until 2 at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at raddayfuneralhome.com. Radday Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. That is a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremations since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.